Hello. Oh, forgot to turn mic monitor off. Those linked. There. We are. Excuse me. Welcome to the stream. We are finally ready to go. Today should be, hopefully, be a smoother stream than the past two, as I have switched back to the multi-stream plugin that I had been using. It's the one that I tried using the previous two streams. Apparently it does not agree with my system and kept having issues, namely being overloading my encoder, causing the stream to stutter. And for the YouTube vertical stream, I kept getting a warning on YouTube that it was not getting enough video bandwidth, so it was constantly buffering. Even though with that plugin, I use the exact same settings that I am currently using and had been using on the previous plugin. So I went back to, the previous one's called Atom, the multi-stream plugin. So I went back to it because I was not having those issues with it. And I did some tests. I did a test. Sorry. Cable for my controller was singled up. I did some test streams one day. I forget if it was Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And it seemed to work fine while playing Nier Replicant. But we'll know for sure today. And I was initially planning on I was going to, at the beginning of stream, talk about some of the games that were announced this past weekend at the various conference presentation. These more presentations. But I decided, I think, it's like I started late today, much later than I initially had planned. I will save that for maybe the next stream when I can, if I actually get to start on time or at my usual time. Sorry. We'll stay tuned on that. I'm not going to waste too much or waste any more time. I'm just gonna get back on into Nier Replicant. I believe you're supposed to be going to the Forest of Myth. We shall see. Why does my mouse keep popping? Okay, well, this is weird. Every time I move my controller, my mouse cursor appears on my game. Uh-oh. Let me try unplugging and replugging my controller in. What the heck? The game is like super slow. There we go. I don't know why my mouse cursor was stuck on the game screen. I got it moved, so we're good now. Looks like Yona has something.
Don't forget the melon.
Oh, that's right. She wanted. Okay, yeah, something's going up because it keeps switching back to my. Why are you showing? The hell? You're showing my. Display. Why should be showing my display? It should be showing game capture. Okay, we're good now. That was so weird. Oh, I see now why I did that. It's because display capture was visible when because I was using it for testing. I had something on the screen. Oh, I thought this would show me if there was side quests. Okay, you stew mutton. There's a quest in here.
Hey, do you have time for a little side job?
I don't know if I can do it
What's going on?
on the way to the Force of Myth.
I was hoping you could go to the Airy and get an eagle egg for me.
Oh ho. It sounds as if someone is brewing up another batch of medicine.
You want me to get
for
attacked by an
ailing
eagle?
relation.
I sure am. You're pretty smart.
Weiss-e?
The Airy is full of shades, so you're the only ones I can ask.
Yeah, we'll
Come
take
on,
care of it when we can.
What have we got today? Which job should I give you first?
New merchant in
Some
town?
guy in Seafront wants to become a big-time trader. Whatever works, I guess. He's waiting by the port over there. I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details.
Okay. I'll get to that when I can. Map. You go to the Northern Plains. Bum, 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 bum. No. Kinda back. We got shades right here. Get back here. Oh, moving. Ba. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Be this way. No. Wow.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
Fantastic.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Magic capsule. Get some sap. Oh, sir. Beware of what?
Beware the words.
The words?
What do you mean?
Contagious words.
He's talking about, oh, what was,
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Miryuuzen and Vice.
If you can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
What? The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Oh no. Before the mayor could confirm Ryuzen's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Miryuuzen had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Miryuuzen and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too much meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked forward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Miryuuzen like a contagion. Wait, said Miryuuzen suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that village told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Ryuzen's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Ryuuzen. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a long piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice suddenly fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very moment I realized I was locked into my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Miryuuzen nodded in agreement. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Miryuuzen, just ask. No, now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. The grimoire looked from Miryuuzen to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an escape, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Miryuuzen and Vice. We're all counting on you. As Miryuuzen slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Miryuuzen's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident that they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree. His hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Miryuuzen to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Miryuuzen snapped. Okay, Vice, cram it in for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Miryuuzen leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid force be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out of a volume that rattled his teeth. Miryuuzen slapped his hands over his ears and strained to be heard. Vice, what's going on? Miryuuzen could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insect screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Miryuuzen's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Wooma, wooma. Seek. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Miryuuzen began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects were just calling out. They weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. One with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'd leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? Well, I say maybe a seesaw, because 1, you can't do anything. You're just stuck sitting on one side. With 2, you're balanced, so you go back and forth. 3, someone's getting launched. So the answer is a seesaw? Something that's ideal with 2 people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw. Vice's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah. Reen, reen, rah. Ki. Miryuuzen came to. He was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words. Words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. You already said that. Then I'll leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Seesaw. Those are people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw. Now it's open. Okay, so it's not. So there should be a secret? And really furious that Vice left the test to him, Miryuuzen inside and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? Sounds of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Miryuuzen like a rippling wave, opening a new path. Oh. I guess that does make more sense than a seesaw. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Miryuuzen moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Miryuuzen after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest. Smiling, Ryuuzen picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. Oh, great. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Not an answer. Miryuuzen grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanished. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Ryuuzen, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Ryuuzen walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Miryuuzen. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand out and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. What am I? Miryuuzen tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose so, said Ryuuzen. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at night, and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. What am I? 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. Man? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Ryuuzen. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the major you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Ryuuzen watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Ryuuzen and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Ryuuzen's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice from the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly, and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Ryuuzen withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream's seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Ryuuzen's filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Miryuuzen cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Ryuuzen and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breaths slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Miryuuzen shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Miryuuzen and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a weary smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods' word. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Miryuuzen and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Miryuuzen mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Miryuuzen tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Miryuuzen gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I agree with that, Vice.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
So we got a sealed verse obtained. Dark execution magic. Dark execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impel enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Oh, you think?
Don't overthink advice.
I think it could be right. Smash.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Enter this villager's dream?
I
Yes.
can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. I breathe air sensitive with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my ad-led mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly cracks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Miryuuzen. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Miryuuzen extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm? Said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are awake, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time that long forgotten friend made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I made a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the hall, in the dim corridors. Proceed east. I squint down the dim corridors. North. Squint down the dim corridors. North. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. As I glaze at the portrait, I am struck by the desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long gone. Long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! Shutting my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dark corridor. Alright, proceed south. You squint down. Okay. East. Into the path. I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet swishes between my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the moment I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. Oh, damn. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I went down the dim corridors. Alright, go north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries. So I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Miryuuzen and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. We find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asks Vice. Then you are a woman, madam? I am. I proffer to a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Miryuuzen is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hope so too. I do not want to go through another
hear that.
labyrinth. Are you trapped as well?
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
Into the villager's dream.
I
Yes.
figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Miryuuzen had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would certainly be an unexpected sight. Miryuuzen nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Miryuuzen lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Miryuuzen glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Miryuuzen's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Miryuuzen lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water! He cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, Miryuuzen sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Miryuuzen closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, she said. Many a desert traveler have spoken of such things. Miryuuzen shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there! Miryuuzen sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Miryuuzen came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Miryuuzen and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here. Okay, that that one hurt the throat. I should probably really set up my voice changer. Oh my god, XLR. Miryuuzen's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of art. Miryuuzen looked up, Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. "They're huge!" cried Ryuuzen, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. "I've never seen anything so big." Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It's too easy. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched out towards the sky. But that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said Miryuuzen. "Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use?" The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels set silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Ryuuzen and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Ryuuzen uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. "Finally, I was getting tired of modern art." The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Ryuuzen moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. "Only one form is real. The others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." With that, the bird departed, as if on cue. The 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. "Hey, look at that," said Ryuuzen. "They're alive." The triplets bowed low before Ryuuzen. "Please," said Alpha, "you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real." "Stop lying," said Beta. He turned to Ryuuzen and threw his hands in the air. "Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one." "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here." Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. "When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing," said Vice. Ryuuzen furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." Alpha? The real one is Alpha. That is the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until Ryuuzen and Vice were forced to turn away.
It would seem we failed.
Yeah,
We'd best act more carefully next time.
this is the worst job ever.
Okay.
And another
I figured
even I have...
I think it was like he was completely out.
What do you think,
Perhaps...
Really, you should go through all of that again. Alright, reason, okay. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Ryuuzen and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Respective, please give us 3 statues return to their present state. Let's say most only one of them could be the real thing. Okay, so Alpha says they're real, which you know it's not Alpha because I selected it. Beta said Alpha's lying. Gamma said Beta's lying. Gamma? What is Gamma? As this statue shown the area light. Okay, so then it's got to be Beta.
Hi. Those build.
I realized I could just hold A and it would throw it. Okay. Their one is Beta. The reason his voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice's nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar, therefore the theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make more sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Ryuuzen pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Excuse me. Deja vu, muttered Miryuuzen, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Miryuuzen during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too.
Too late.
Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
I absolutely agree. That
You're
was
telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
That was a lot. A lot of reading. My throat is not happy with it. Alright, everyone's awake.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
And the one-handed sword, Faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you very much.
Thank you again for everything.
You're welcome. How's it compare? So I lose a little bit of magic power, but I gain some damage, and the weight goes down. So I guess we can leave the forest now. I realized Kaine didn't go in there with us. I wonder if she didn't fall asleep.
So how was the village?
It's a very long story.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
When we go back to Popola, because we are already this close to the seafront, we're gonna go ahead and turn. Oh, you little bitch. Oh, you're still alive. We're retaining cone. Uses all categories. Magic defense is plus 2%. Weapons and magic gains poison. I give you a punch. Word obtained. Geba. Used with magic. Magic power up 4%. Oh, okay. Can't grab that. Alright, to seafront. It's chasing me. This isn't the seafront. This is to the airy. I did. But we had to come here because we need that eagle egg. So, still not a waste. Now the question is, where do I get this eagle egg? Right here first. Pumpkin seed. Oh, I was gonna say this place in shambles, but it's over there. Go down. Let's see, the traffic keeper needs more ingredients for her medicine. This time she needs an eagle egg found in the high places where the wind blows. It could be up there.
It's Kaine! That fiend lured the shade here! If only we possessed half the courage that Kaine has shown. It's all her fault.
It is not. She saved y'all's village. A little help from me. Medicinal herb. I literally went in a circle. Damn it. Oh. Oh. Bell pepper shade. Okay, so what's over here? Medicinal herb. Medicinal herb. Wheat seedling. Over here. Nice speed fertilizer. So... where could it be? Oh, dadgummit. See that there. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta look this up. Egg. It can be found in area village by a hut on the level underneath the chief. First save the game. Use the jet to shiny spot near the hut. If it's on an eagle egg, reload the save and try again. Okay. Save. That should be right here. According to that I read. Let's go back and see. Oh. Well, this is annoying.
It's Kaine! The fiend lord the shade here!
I'm gonna double check. No, that's not the spot. It's fair. I'm gonna drop the lone harvest plant underneath the chief's house in the area. Found in crates from the 3rd level of the diary's 3rd floor.
If only we possessed half the courage that Kaine has shown. It's all her fault.
Get down the freaking ladder. Yeah, either. What the heck? Uh, I am not on the right. The right side. there. Look this way.
It's over. It's all over. And that poor girl.
Good grief. See the little ghost spot there. Kinda hope I get this on my first try. Please, 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 please. Yes!
This must be the egg. We'd better get it back to the tavern lady.
Good. I don't gotta reload.
You have certainly taken on a rather trying job this time.
Come on, Vice. Quit moaning, would you?
I imagine this egg would fetch a princely sum if you sold it to the highest bidder.
You know we can't do that. The tavern lady's waiting for it.
Perhaps we should place our own financial situation ahead of the concerns of an elderly woman,
Nah.
You forget about the whole quit moaning thing?
That helps if you actually go to the right spot. That was that glow spot that I kept seeing off in the distance. Yeah, we're gonna save just in case. Just something happens. Da, 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 da. George. This is much faster. Oh, out of the way. Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to crash you into the wall. All right, let's go. There's the. Hold on. Yona's gift. Yona asked for a melon. Can I get a melon in the city? Not. I mean, I can check seafront as well. It's not you.
Oh,
Not you. Your flowers. Your food.
We've got some new items in stock.
Yours is just.
Come.
Well, we'll go here.
I got...
Thank you. Give me a moment here.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
And here we go. Could you bring this to my grandmother for me? She'll probably be near the fountain in front of the library.
Sure thing. I'll get it to her as soon as I can.
Okay. Well, I got a Popula. I can stop there. Oh, you got two?
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
No.
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's
Well, that's
left
not
the
good.
village? Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want. My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Oh, really?
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
So, we're wearing small, or wearing a weird hat that stands out. I know that I have Kaine with me. Big boy here. Nope. Big boy is not here. See, is there a reason to go up here? Where's the spiders are gonna attack? Ouch, you bitch. Giant spider soap. Okay, we can't go inside yet. Kinda. Bye. Rotator. I'm not earning money. He bounced. Oh, that was. You want to go? Oh wow, he died immediately. Rainbow spider silk. Kinda.
Care for some important...
Yeah. Do you have 1200? It's for Yona.
Thanks for your...
You're welcome. I can go give this to Yona. Wasn't you, was it?
Here we are, Esto.
Bon appetit. You has to gather ingredients for a new dish. Collect 5 sharks, 5 bags of rice, and 5 mushrooms. These are that's all quests incomplete. Usual. Where's the one that I got from?
Man,
Can't have a
Why do all men?
talk with Devila.
Huh? Lighthouse lady.
What about the lighthouse lady?
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble.
Ain't we all?
See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out.
Uh-huh.
She won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
Uh-huh.
That seems rather demanding.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool.
Everyone
Right.
has their own tastes, I guess.
I tell you, there isn't another girl out there as high class as mine.
Okay. I guess you don't need help then. Good freaking luck. I guess first I'm gonna go to Devila. Oh! Sorry. Made it. Dun, 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 dun. Go here and tell the Devila.
Oh, you wanted... Which job should I give you first?
No.
A seafront resident has a letter for you to deliver. Maybe you should just become a postman.
Maybe not.
I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details.
Okay, so it's in that area over there at Seafront. Dun, 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 dun. Big tall bitch isn't here. Continue on. Tree branch! I could have taken the boar. It was a bit faster, but I don't wanna. I'll take it on the way back. trying to figure out how I got over there. I guess I go through here to over. It ain't there. Wait. Maybe up and around? What the? It's a lie. God. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's supposed to be over.
Hey, are you the
Well.
kid who ran away from home?
Huh? Oh man, how'd you?
Your father's worried sick about you. Why'd you...
Because he wants me to, like, take up the family business. And I ain't doing it, man. I'm a rebel.
Sure you are.
Yes, we can see that. Well, perhaps you should let your father know that you're alive and well, and also explain to him why you left.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, why do people always gotta hassle me? Yeah, alright, I'll do it. But first, you gotta do something for me, man.
Of course.
The guy who runs the tavern's been helping me since I got here, and I want to give him something nice. I was thinking I could, like, cook dinner or something, but I don't have any ingredients or whatever, so, yeah.
If it'll get you back home to your father sooner, then fine. I'll help. What do you need?
This guy, man, he don't eat nothing but fish all the time, every day. Fish, fish, fish. So I was thinking he might, like, want to try eating meat or whatever, you know, for a change.
Probably not.
So could you give me, like, 5 pieces of mutton and 3 pieces of goat meat?
Well, the odds already have that.
I can find the pans and spoons and stuff, so just bring the meat to his place whenever, man.
Not there. Yes. No, I don't got enough mutton. Never mind. You.
You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh, I am. My new flower shop is already far more successful than I ever dreamed.
Well, that's good.
Really? Well, great.
I was in trouble before, but I think I've got a good foundation here. In fact, I want to ask my girlfriend in the area to come live with me here. It's the least I can do after all I put her through. The only problem is I don't really have time to go all the way over there, so I was thinking of sending a letter instead.
Of course I'll do it for you.
Sounds like it's time sensitive. Want me to deliver it for you?
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, he is sure. This lad loves nothing more than meddling in other people's affairs.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, my girlfriend lives near the chief's house. Give her this Phrygia with the letter, okay?
10-4.
I really wanted to give her a lunar tear, but as I'm sure you know, the whole reason they call them legendary is that they're so hard to cultivate. But I did manage to cultivate a Phrygia. She's always liked Phrygias, so I guess things turned out for the best.
Cultivating lunar tears must require a remarkable amount of work.
Yeah, even so. It's nice that guy works so hard to be able to invite his girlfriend out to join him.
Uh-huh.
But who can say if said girlfriend honestly wanted to wait?
What do you mean?
Surely the woman desired to live with him, did she not?
Whoopsie.
Well, probably, yeah. But he wasn't able to make it happen. That's why he left her in the village.
It would have been difficult, yes, but perhaps preferable to a life of solitude. Why did they not think about how much time and distance would separate them?
It doesn't matter anymore. They'll be able to see each other just fine soon enough.
Let us hope this is the case.
Yeah. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news in the end. That's for sure. Dun 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 dun. take the boar. Oh, Big Tall Beach is back. Are you strong enough now? Fire! Oh, yeah. Ow! Especially with Kaine with us. Flash! Fire! Three! What? Ow. Ow, you got me on the backswing. Okay, I'll punch. Boom! Word is named Bessie. Use it all categories. Physical strength plus 6%. Wait, a magic level 2. Up, 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 up. I guess we will go. We have 3 things we can go and complete. We'll complete those. And then I go to the area and get some mutton on the way. Give this to you.
Ma'am, I've got more medicine for you.
Oh, what a nice young man you are. I've been just sick as a dog lately. Why, just this morning I woke up and found a giant.
Giant what?
Oh, okay. I'd better get going.
Yeah, never mind.
Take care
Okay.
of yourself,
I'm
alright?
glad you didn't tell me.
You've been such a great help lately. Here's a little something for you.
1,000 gold. I will take that. Alright, so that's done. Let's go give Yona the melon. And then we'll go talk to Popola.
I got your melon, Yona.
Thanks.
If there's anything else you want, just let me know.
Well, since you offered, would you mind getting me a watermelon?
A watermelon this time? Sure thing.
I thought that's what...
I'll be waiting.
Well, fuck. Where the hell am I gonna get a watermelon? What? Bum, 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 bum.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Nope, I'm not.
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal?
Sure.
The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things.
Well, that's cool.
Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment.
Let me guess. Do the shades?
If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days.
Of course.
I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Red bag on his shoulder. Okay. Yeah. What first?
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, it does?
Really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay. You know.
Alright, we need some mutton. And to go to the area. Dun, 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 dun. I also prefer not to fight shades. Can you give me some button? Thank you very much. Can you give me some too? Okay.
Looks like we've got everything the runaway kid asked for. Let's go make the delivery.
Well, we need to go to the area first. Kaine, don't fight the shades. I can see you on the map. I see what you're doing. Let's not fight the shades. Let's just focus on getting this. Let her do. Back off, bitch. Drink to myself. Okay, we gotta go up to the chief's place. Let's not make the mistake of going down the ladders we kept doing last time.
It's over. It's all over. That poor girl.
So it should be one of these.
Kaine's a good person. Once you get through all the weirdness.
Weirdness?
This must be the place the florist was talking about.
You think she stepped out?
Oh, perhaps she moved. It doesn't look like this house has been occupied.
I'm gonna have to deliver bad news.
Well, no point hanging around. We'd better go back to town. Shame she wasn't there.
Indeed.
Guess you were right, Vice. They should have stuck together.
I find it difficult to determine who is right at this point. In any case, we had best return to him.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to deliver spiders. I am so sorry. Oh, fuck! Ah! Ouch, give me a look. Follow up. Damn it, I forget. Shoot. Okay. Can't block that one. Or pay that one. Punch. Oh. Obtained Presbyria.
The shade had a flower?
What the fuck?
This is a freesia, the same flower we were delivering.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Maybe his girlfriend was attacked by a shade.
Uh-oh. But I got even more bad news. Even worse news to deliver. This is going to suck. Coming through! Shoot the gap! Shoot the gap! Ugh. Thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Boar. I think okay, everything else I need to do is empty front, so head there. Do you have a watermelon?
We've got some.
Fuck no.
Come back soon.
But you got watermelon later. Maybe I'll like some more trade. Well, I'll bitch spec. Shoot the go. Oh! Night boar. I don't want to deliver this news. It's gonna suck.
Care for some
damn it.
Thanks for your...
Yeah, I do need to talk to you, but I'll catch you on the way out. I need to go deliver bad news.
So, did she get the letter?
Not exactly.
I'm sorry, but she wasn't home. And on our way back, we were attacked by a shade that dropped this.
It's a Frisia.
Uh-huh.
Do you think...
Yeah.
No, she's alive. I know it. And I'm going to keep living my life for her.
You do that.
I see.
I'll stay here and keep the business going. After all, you never know when she might come back.
I can find the pant.
Did I not? Appetite. Alright, so, bring it to the tavern keeper. Who's on the other side? Talk to you in a minute.
Hi, are you the guy who's taking care of that runaway?
Runaway? What are you talking about?
It would seem we've been bamboozled.
Uh-huh.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Still, I guess we can tell his father he's alive at least.
You son of a bitch. Yes, he probably ran away again. Alright, we're gonna get you on the way up.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over.
Oh no.
It's over.
What happened?
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
You're probably right.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back.
Oh, great.
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where
we're gonna need to start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Uh-huh.
All right, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You're right.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage.
Are they, though?
Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. It's all my fault.
Okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, all right? You sit tight.
Alright, let's go to the tavern.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
You think? I don't know.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Is she carrying a red bag?
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about
It looks
where
like
she
she's
might
wearing
be?
a red bag. Or is it the sash?
Trouble in paradise,
no,
is it?
it's a,
Those two never change.
it's a bottle on the... Or a jar on the...
Anyway, the
thing.
short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either.
Table.
Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do
Alright, thank you.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or three?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
That, yeah. I gotta go. Uh-huh. Get out of here!
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
That hairstyle.
The red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
Great. Yes. Flippin'
If she's
great.
truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
Uh-huh.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
You better watch yourself around that old lighthouse lady.
Yeah, I'm well aware of the lighthouse lady. I gotta tell you that every time I pass by. I didn't mean to get off. Alright. Never mind.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
What? Thought about it. Oh. Fuck.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Not again.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Come on, Kaine. Go back to seafront. Ba-ba-da-bow. He's not gonna return to work after this.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
No.
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no. This is hers.
Mm-hmm.
So our fears were correct.
Yep.
Oh god. How could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
Why is this all his fault? Ask the
If
man.
I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home.
She lives!
Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Hallelujah!
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it.
Are you
like
thinking
that.
me or him?
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
You thought you were dead. We thought you were dead. 5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot!
An apple?
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Bruh.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember?
You dumbass.
Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Agreed. Should we get out of here? So I remember that I have other important errands.
Hey, I have to go pick up a fish from the fish store.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
Oh no.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife.
Yeah, no,
right?
don't go pull me into this.
Wait, you're asking me?
This is the wrong character. The wife who lost the bag. The husband who ate the apple.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there.
Then go to the market and get you something.
Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Excuse you?
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
What the fuck?
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon?
But
madam,
it was the wrong here. The hoarding style of a husband. The collection talks to your wife. Honestly, both of you.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Please. I got other things to go do.
Talk for a floating magazine.
Oh no.
I see you finally agree on something.
There's that. Still going at it. 1 hour?
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Not that one.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Oh, God.
Vice, what do I do?
Leave. We should leave.
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you,
Uh-huh.
my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
Your mood's totally changed. But can we expect you back to work on the canal? Please?
what just transpired.
I
but
don't
it has
either.
utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
Sure.
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Get him to go back to work.
Heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
Damn it.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Can you go to work on the canal?
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
All right. That's why you came here in the first place, huh?
Yeah.
Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Thank you.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Very
Tell me
much.
about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Did I have another quest? There you go. Oh yeah, we got to tell this guy about his quote unquote runaway son.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It
Very
boggles
much.
the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Right?
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Okay, that's fair. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. Yeah, this guy's one runaway son.
Hey there, your son come back yet?
No, I haven't seen him. Where could he be?
He's at Seafront.
He's in Seafront. Or he was, until he ran away again.
Fuck.
Oh, crud. Let me guess. Did he tell you an elaborate story and then ask for help?
Yes, in fact, he did.
That boy is... Well, he's a bit of a dirty liar. I probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, that would have been helpful.
So that whole story was a setup. He sent us on a wild goose chase and then gave us the slip.
Uh-huh.
Since I cannot imagine you letting this go, perhaps we should return to Seafront. There may still be a lead or two left to pursue.
Good idea. We can't let him get away with this. What's wrong?
How can a son bring so much despair to his family?
I don't
He
know.
seems completely ignorant of the pain he has caused. It's deplorable.
I love it when you sound like a grumpy old man, Vice.
Perhaps I only sound that way because I have existed since time immemorial.
How old are you anyway?
You know, I'm not exactly sure.
They say memory loss is a sign of old age.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's still preferable to being a deplorable liar like that son.
Go back to Seafront again. Big Talbot is back. Oh, he killed the goat. Ow. Ow. Over here. Who the fuck are you?
What, this?
Oh, you're. This isn't another quest, is it?
Damn. I still don't have enough inventory.
What's the problem?
Well, I'm trying to get into the trading business, so I'm stocking up on the essentials.
Uh-huh.
You mean like selling local products to faraway lands?
Not products so much as raw materials. With every nation running out of the basics, I figure it's a great way to make a killing. But right now, I don't have a source for materials, and it's driving me crazy. If I could make just one transaction, I could get this thing off the ground. But I don't have anything to offer. It's a real, conundrum.
Alright, the new merchant is... Hey,
I
isn't
wouldn't mind getting some materials for you to sell.
Seriously? Well, that would be great.
What do you need?
It's a pretty big list, so you might want to write it down in that floating notebook of yours. Okay, let's see.
This is that first quest that I could not... That I got from Devla that I could not... That went to the wrong spot for.
I need 10 bundles of wool, 5 lumps of natural rubber, and 10 goat hides.
Oof, that's
a
probably
lot.
Gonna take a while. Is that okay?
Take your time. That'll give me a chance to set up shop and fill out forms and the like. So...
Wow. Thought I would have more. I do not. Damn it. Oh yeah. This maybe the tavern. The hell are we supposed to talk to? Get out of the way.
5 sharks.
Yeah.
I gave my girl up.
The hell are we supposed to talk to for?
If you like fish, this place is...
Nope. Around seafront for clues to the runaways' whereabouts. I look for clues. Gastropod. So we're looking for like footprints or... Nope. I got a crab.
Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back.
Uh-huh.
The one who only goes to super expensive places?
That's her, all right. Anyway, there was this nice accessory that I thought would look great on her and didn't cost much, so I bought it for her. But she refused to take it. She said she doesn't wear cheap accessories.
Damn.
Well, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, I should have known better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time, I'll get something high class all the way. It'll cost twice my yearly salary. No, 3 times!
Is that a smart move?
Are you certain this woman even cares for you?
What Vice said.
Of course she does.
You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
Can I jump? Damn it. I'll go back across.
Huh? The lighthouse lady.
I don't care about the lighthouse lady right now. My concern is this runaway son. Where's this fucker?
I heard the lighthouse lady grumbling.
Uh-huh.
My husband goes to the tavern and...
That's nice.
My no-good husband starts
Not seeing any. Well. Where is this son of a bitch? I'm not seeing any clues.
I know she's alive.
I've about had it with the lighthouse.
How about you, kid? You know?
We're gonna do our
Not seeing anything.
These stairs are...
Sorry about the stairs.
This gate is too rusty.
There's a dot over here. Yeah.
You're looking for a kid who ran away from home?
I am.
There was a strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade.
Into where?
Facade, huh? Maybe we should go take a look.
Facade. The hell is Facade? Hey, this is Facade. Big tall bitch is at it again. Facade the... Wait a minute. Dang it. I know, you get back here. Venison. I need some goat hide. Where did you go? Shoot that big tall bitch. Oh, that one I angry. Dead now. Ow! Fuck you. Where is Facade? No. Maps. Map. Yep, it's the desert. You have to go to the desert. I guess it's beneficial because I can check Facade to see if they have a watermelon. I go to the eastern road. I had to think for a minute, like, how do we get back there? Yes, through the eastern road. Oh no.
Hey, you can get into Facade, right?
Uh-huh.
I've got a thank you gift I need delivered, and I'm hoping you can help me out.
Yes. Fragile delivery. Yep.
Great. Oh, and it's kind of fragile, so don't roll around or get knocked over along the way, all right?
I'll try.
Just get that to the weapon shop in Facade. And thanks again.
Fuck.
You want to try your hand at this job, Kaine?
Are you
Please?
serious? Hell no.
Damn it.
Hussies are only good for breaking things anyway.
Maybe I'll start with you.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh wait. Goat meat. Goat meat. Goat meat. Goat meat. Goat meat. Lichen. I gotta go this way. Hopper. Now. What I don't worry about is wolves. Just one hit from a damn wolf, and we are screwed. Fuck. 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 Thank you, Kaine. Damn it!
Crap.
That did not sound good.
I think we broke something.
I'm doing it later.
There is little point in finishing the delivery now. Let's go back and apologize.
Damn wolves.
I guess.
Fuck you. They just don't stop.
What was that?
It is known as a scorpion.
Scorpion? I'm poisoned.
Phylum Arthropoda. Subphylum Chelicerata. Order Scorpionida.
They are closely related in form and structure to other arachnids.
I am so not following you right now.
It's an enemy. Kill it.
Now that I understand.
Looking for the sun. We ain't dealing with the rest of that crap. I'm also gonna check the market for oh, you have a quest. I'll deal with that later. You have a quest. Oh, there's several quests here.
Hi there. You're kidding.
Yeah. Oh, there's two. Well, I can see what I'll be doing off stream. Here's this. Good.
Man, I hate being covered in sand.
Yes, do try harder not to fall in, would you?
It was an accident. Yo, watermelon. You do. Thank you very much. Get up there. There's so many up here. Not seeing. The sun. Ow. Maybe he didn't get in? Let me check the... Whoever's gone to facade, try to come down and make him pay for what he's... Okay. He must be in facade. Find this son of a bitch. Ouch, sorry, I just hit the mic. I bobbed my head. Where's this shithead?
Hi there. I've got a... You're kidding.
A man moved into that house the other day. He suddenly wears a very strange hat. Shockingly enough, he fits in perfectly. He even speaks our language and knows most of the rules. Oh, really? I hear this new outsider came here after fleeing a terrible home life.
So he's disguised himself as one of the masked people.
Great.
No wonder his trail went cold.
He's gone through a lot of trouble trying to lose us. I can't wait to finally catch him.
Okay, so these aren't side quests. Well, except for that one. Oh, wait, maybe they are.
Hey, you! You're coming with us!
Oh, man! Why you gotta be all, like, following me and stuff? Fine, let me just pack and then I'll... Oh my gosh, there's a giant shade behind you!
Why did you fall for that?
Oh, are you kidding me?
He surely aims to flee the city, though he can't have gone very far yet.
Kaine, you're at the entrance. Please tell me you stopped him. Jeffrey Missy runs out.
Oh, man! Again? Alright, fine. Let me just...
You
He's
son of a...
heading for the eastern road. We must catch him before he leaves the desert.
Get back here, you son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh, look! There's a huge pack of shades!
I'm not falling for that again.
Bastard. No. Turning. Terrific. Smack the shit out of you.
What's that big thing on the right?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I shall smite you with unholy magic.
Please? You. Just grab him. Blast the shit out of you. Stop it. No. No.
It's a pack of wolves, man!
I told you, I'm not falling for... Oh, crap. It is a pack of wolves.
Ouch. Ah, it's like Kirby. Grab you go thing. Enough running.
I didn't think I'd actually run into wolves for real.
Are you ready to go home yet?
Hell yeah, man! This adventure stuff's like way too scary for me. From now on, I'm gonna stick close to home and stuff.
Good.
Good. Now let's go tell the family.
Fucking hey. All right. Get this turned in. I'll turn Jonas in. That's probably be where I end it for today. I'll deal with the delivery quest. If no, oh no, I'll turn Jonas in after this one because the safe spot's right there. Oh, okay. Go to the door. I was like, he was standing right here.
Nobody's here.
Now
I
what?
believe they left us a note.
Thanks to your help, my son has returned to take up the family business. He decides to move to a new land to begin anew and thoroughly train him to carry on the family name.
Well, that's sort of anticlimactic.
Yeah,
I
very
wonder
much.
what the business was anyway.
Hey, are you friends with the people who lived here?
No.
No, not really. Why?
Wait. Aren't you the...
Because the goddamn bastards borrowed money from everyone in the village and then skipped town.
Oh.
Apparently their son ran away because he wanted to escape a life of crime. But then some idiot brought him back.
Oh, you don't say.
Well, I guess we know the family business now.
Uh-huh.
To think we did not even get paid for this absurd misadventure. Oh,
Bye,
well. Perhaps we should tally it up as an expensive life lesson and move on.
Careful, boys. We don't want you knowing.
Black scrawls in our village.
And I gotta figure out where I'm gonna get sharks and where I'm gonna get... I gotta go hide from something. I swear if you wanna request something else. Good job. This will be money. 700 gold. Let's go. All right, Yana, here's your watermelon.
Did somebody order a watermelon?
Yay! You're the best.
Anything else you need?
Actually, I need a pumpkin.
All right then. One pumpkin coming right up.
I don't happen to have a pumpkin, do I? No, not that one. Of course I don't. Yep. I'll do that another time.
Your Yona certainly has some eccentric tastes.
Yeah.
She's always been that way. But if that's what she wants, that's what I'll get.
Being an older brother appears to be a difficult job.
I just need to see her smile. Then it's all worth it.
Okay. I don't know why I did it that way. Well. Wait. Yeah, I guess I should have returned to Poppy. Oh, well, I'll do that next time. Is all that done? Is going to be it for the stream today. Thank you for those who stopped by. And until next time. Oh, I feel like I just kind of rush. Yeah, but we will. Oh, yeah, I know what I can see. We will begin another time. Hopefully, I can start it my normal time next time and not get delayed. We shall see. I'll get some of these side quests knocked out. before we begin again. So now I can say, that being said, thank you for those who stopped by. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.